Hello. Hello, hello. We're going to figure out the PlayStation thing. So, spend some time with my capture card and everything else, and was hoping it would go together smoothly enough. But it didn't. So, we're playing via remote play through our PC. And so I don't know how well this is going to come together as a stream. I don't know how well the quality is going to show up, because I think it caps out at 1080. I don't know if the sound is going to link up, but we're starting from the beginning. I played like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of the demo. That's about all the time I have. I played through the first part, first remake. So this is going to be all new. I was like, I wanted to play this game, but I don't have a capture card. But if I'm going to play, I might as well like work at the same time, stream, do the thing. Always play inverted. I think we'll turn our controller off, because I got to figure out if this window's going to be in the way. God, all the feels. All the feels with this game.
I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre.
Yeah, they've really outdone themselves with this one.
This is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings.
And it's so wild. Like, this was a 4-disc game on the PlayStation. Your characters were squares. And look at this. It's just amazing.
After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare perpetrated by the infamous
Nightwing, hello.
known as Avalanche. The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai and has begun investigations into the matter.
Corporate lies. That's what he's peddling. I'm doing good. I'm excited to start playing this. I've been waiting for this thing since I finished the last remake. This was one of my iconic childhood pieces right here. 7 was so good. Also got me a nice little chicken sandwich. Hitting the spot. I'm gonna say TikTok. That's where most of my people came from. Actually, I don't think anyone from Twitch has shown up. Like my entire following is from either the 2 videos I made for my gaming account or just having known me from my woodworking side of things.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 flight.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city.
Look, vibe checks are important.
Another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see, over there. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Yes, Clover. I want you to just take your shit, pack it up, move out.
Highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier armed with a Buster sword.
Back over here. The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble.
I don't expect actually anyone from Twitch to find me.
Quick, get the camera off them.
Huh. Yeah, I'm leaving. But weirdly enough, my avatar is still there.
Targets have been secured. We are exfilling via helo now. Move it. We're taking off.
I entirely think that most of what Twitch does, like, I went into this with my channel thinking that everyone that is here is going to be outside sources. Because Twitch discovery is terrible.
Excuse me.
I'm really tempted to make the Buster Sword.
For a bit. Too much Mako, but he'll be fine.
It's just, this particular version is really plain and really boring. I might try the one from the movie that like morphs into multiple swords. That one's really cool. Really? Did you play the first remake, Nightwing? I mean, it's the same combat system, right? Oh, you played it on PC. Did you switch it to like tactical in the first one? It was still an active combat system, right? I mean, that's what I recall. I played the first one on the PlayStation
Get away from her. He's got a
as well, so... I know they're going to port this to PC eventually, but they said it would likely follow the last time they did it, which means it would take like 20 months, and I didn't particularly want to wait 2 years to play. I might have to grab a capture card though in order to make this run a little smoother. Yeah, they left it PlayStation exclusive. I feel like I'm asking a lot of my internet connection right now. Huh.
Where's the agent?
Heads are gonna roll if we don't find her. Just shut the hell up and search.
This is so messed up. All of it. But I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
God, this game is so cinematic. It's so good. I played the original. Loved it to death. There will be no spoilers. I don't know anything about Rebirth because I haven't been watching the news or watching other players or anything else, or like how the game mechanics or anything about that. But I know the story through and through. And I know they're making
Yeah,
minor
no problem.
tweaks and additions. But
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and what little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck.
so many feels. Okay.
It's really coming down, huh?
It's just like the details, the small little things that they incorporated in this
Hey, man.
that are so good.
Any better? I'm good. Sure don't look it.
Like this whole scene here.
But never been motion sick. Sorry, man. Ready to do this?
Yeah.
You know, the fact that that's not actually Cloud, that's Zack. Cloud's the one that's sitting motion sick. This right here. Oh, when I saw that. Oh.
Hey.
God, it touched me in all the right spots.
Sorry. No can do.
Because they're taking, like, they're not just like, they're taking all of it and remaking it
I'd like to
into
complete the
perfection.
mission at
It's,
some point.
it tickles me.
Because if it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally make first. What do? Call a ceasefire with Wutai. Stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
And then Sephiroth. Oh, man.
Well, our
Chef's
mission
kiss on
is
that
to
guy.
run down reactor.
Mm.
Another one of
And
those
playing
things.
as him is cool as shit.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's
Hmm.
where I grew up.
Got some fiends in our 12.
Opinions are okay.
Let's go. You take one, I'll take the other.
What I don't know is if this is...
Wait in the truck.
No way! I got this!
I might. I might not have my mic turned down far enough. It's all right. Oh, hello. Oh, the game sounds bad. Oh, okay. Let me bring that back. It might be catching a little high in some instances. Well, no, I'm remote playing.
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
I have a capture card. It just happens to be the wrong one. And as a result, it's not working as friendly as I'd like it to be. So I might have to replace it with a proper capture card.
It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms.
It's coming through on my headphones okay, though.
Monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
All right. Appreciate that. One of the things I'm wondering is this the 2 of 2 for the series?
Right. Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
Or are they taking 7 and turning it into 3 parts?
A mother named Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father.
Oh there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm getting to that.
That's a bummer.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
Consider yourself
Oh, man.
on duty till sundown.
It's a long time. All right, so I am going to have to move you just a little. Party stats, inspect your inventory, change equipment. Circle to roll. Press square on the to do photos. Do I have all of my stuffs put in? Cannot be changed. All right. Yeah, I went into Baldur's Gate that way. I wanted to play through the game as genuinely as I could. So I left as many spoilers out as I could so that when I did my hardcore playthrough, I could make my mistakes and learn from it the first time instead of planning. Shoot your questions. So I was in the army for 7 years, where I was a military police officer, a protective service member, and a bomb dog handler. Kind of did a little bit of everything. I did 3 tours overseas, 2 in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan, and I was medically retired for injury. Too many bombs, too close, gave me a TBI, a traumatic brain injury. So I was retired, and then I started taking up woodworking as my next thing. Life's good. Like, there's a lot of therapy and adjusting and learning how to operate, and I'm still struggling with the fact that I don't operate at 100%. Like, my capacity to function on the day-to-day is significantly lower, and so like I run into a lot of my own. I have a high standard for myself, and I very often don't make it, and that bothers me because I want to work more, I want to work harder. Let me here, look. There's a disclaimer I give to anyone. There's no questions that are out of bounds. There's nothing that's uncomfortable. And I talk about stuff that most people would say is too taboo or too strange to be like, yeah, you're just putting it out there. Oh my God, there's so many things talking in my ears. I talk about everything that I've experienced, like my bouts with depression, my bouts with suicide, the trauma that I've experienced, the loss, the war, parenting, just like anything, I talk about it. Because I've been in dark places in my life, and I know that one of the things that got me through was hearing other people talk about their experiences and how they managed to stay afloat. So I've come to embrace a lot of what I've seen and dealt with, and like I still have the scars, I still get the emotions. It's not like it goes away. I'll talk about my dog and the guilt I feel with leaving her somewhere else, or I'll get choked up talking about stuff. That's okay. They're just feelings. It's never your fault that I'm experiencing these feelings, and these questions are entirely okay. Like, people are curious, they want to know. I don't have any problem talking about them. So if I don't want to talk about something, you'll ask it, and I'll be like, not happening. Not going to answer that question. Let's move on. I've never done that. I've never told someone no to a question, regardless of how scarring or traumatic the thing might be. Yes, the boundaries I have are that I have no boundaries. Yeah.
A soldier.
And you are?
Richard Zangan. A humble traveler of the world, and teacher of martial arts to the youth.
This man obviously doesn't have boundaries.
You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
Don't be shy.
Nope.
I have many pupils your age. At last count, 128. In fact, one of them's from this very village.
I love how many cutscenes and dialogue and like mouth movement stuff takes place during conversations.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
Ah, hello there. All our rooms are reserved for you Shinra boys, so take your pick. You'll find them just up... Huh? No. Cloud? My. Get a load of you. And you've only been away a couple of years.
Man, how time flies.
City folk are so sophisticated. Can only imagine what their lives must be like.
I think it's funny that he's practically rocking some Jenkos right now.
I don't know.
It's a good look.
I guess. After 2 years away and all that.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. I imagine they went through a lot of hairspray. Oh, I bet. So Nightwing, don't feel bad. That was ultimately the point. I don't feel bad, so you shouldn't feel bad. There's this amazing little beach. I forget who said it. I gotta Google it right quick. It's Andrew Garfield is talking. Who's he talking to? Stephen Colbert. And he's talking, you know, Stephen Colbert is asking him about the fact that his mother just passed away. And he gets kind of emotional, and he's like, you know, grief is just unexpressed love. And he's like, I hope I don't ever lose this. I hope I get to keep it forever. Because even though it's sad, it's just all the love I didn't get to express to that person. And I just love that idea, that sentiment of what sad things can be seen as a positive.
You want me to take your photo? Sorry, but I can't afford to waste my film on... who are you again? Everyone, please, calm down. I'm eager to talk to
All right.
but now's not the time. Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth. Everyone, please.
Huh? You went to my place?
I figured you might be there.
Missed this the first time. Went straight to Mom's house. Look, there's an ammo can sitting on the ground. Kind of an unusual thing to have just sitting in the entryway.
Remember my cat?
Her name was Fluffy, I think.
Yeah. She was always disappearing, and that day was no different.
But if you ever find it, you know, Andrew Garfield, Stephen Colbert, grief, put all that together and Google it, and you'll this short little YouTube clip. It's rather lovely. You went into my room? You touched my things? Have 3. Oh, look, goodies. Really?
You went into my room?
I did.
You went through my things?
You went through my stuff?
Jesus Christ. Like, I was just joking when I said that. Both times. Of course I'm gonna hit yes.
Cloud! You asshole!
Inspect pianos you encounter to start tickling the ivories and performing pieces using sheet music you have acquired.
Did you actually play it?
Went to town. The amount of damage he must do to things in order to I've already seen people playing like all sorts of songs. Yep. I don't have that not here, not me. Magnificent performance, I know.
Wow. Where'd you learn to do that?
Hey,
Shut up.
you gotta play for us sometime.
Both of you.
Oh shit! You're a merc of many talents.
Although one thing I kind of miss about the Final Fantasy VII OG stuff is
Then I stopped by my mom's.
top down.
That it matters.
Sure
Like it followed you around,
Me too.
but
Yeah.
oh, wait a minute. No, don't want you doing that. I kind of miss the just the overhead view and like being able to just kind of run and inspect things without it being directly behind you like it is with this third person
When I was a kid.
scope.
After I left for Midgar, she was on her own. It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years.
Like if this game had a third person camera
Blessed.
overhead, be all over it. It'd be
Be
awesome.
right there.
Cloud, is that you?
Hey,
Welcome home. Come in. Let me get a good look at you.
You know, by saying not saying anything,
Hi.
you are saying something, which just gives me all sorts of questions.
Cleaned up nice. I've never been
So-
proud. The man you've become. Women must be.
I guess I'm excited.
not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow. And tell you
I
when
like how they have like a familiarity between the
That's the
two.
perfect type for you, I'd say. They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud. Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son. Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our own things.
Our reasons, that most of them had to do with you.
Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself. What you looking at?
This landscape.
Huh?
I love it. Like
I could swear I've seen it before.
every time, you know,
You okay?
earlier on, when like he'd show up
We'll be leaving bright.
and like his music would start playing as things like darken.
You should get some rest.
Like the musical score in this game, the transitions, the way they just like bring you in with that change, also hits all those nostalgia feels.
Night.
I need a capture card so bad.
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited, too nervous.
Was pretty much the same for me.
Why?
Like so far, this has run pretty smooth for being Wi-Fi enabled PlayStation to PC gameplay while also running 1,000 internet things and streaming.
We leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Brian! Sephiroth, sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
All right, so here's the real question.
You can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me.
Sure.
Fine.
I've got like my go-to would have likely been the something by Elgato,
You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask
because I have a Stream Deck and their other capture card for the camera.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
But I know they're not the only ones making it, and I haven't done any research beyond, well, none, because I wasn't actually ever anticipating having to attach my PlayStation to my computer.
You talk to him?
please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on. Where's the harm in that?
Really? Well, I'm not entirely happy with their cam link.
Thanks.
Say cheese. Sounds like you were having a good time.
Can you shoot that to me in a message? Because I will absolutely forget if I don't write it down.
For a while.
And I'll give it a
The
look-see.
reactor was halfway up Mount Evil. I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air again.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I finally opened up a Discord channel. Well, I've had one for a while, but it's for my podcast. And everything about it is related to TTRPG and is podcast related. It's all that stuff, and I can't blend them together. And beyond that, I've never really had a need for
Eventually.
a Discord server.
Man, I wish I could go on trips.
Let me tell you,
with you guys.
I'm excited to publish. Like, it's getting so good.
Which are no fun at all.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
Run faster.
Everything okay? Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves is all.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so, you'll burn yourself out running like that.
No, I guess we're going that way. Oh, I noticed this before. Like,
Guess you really are the best.
there are so many cool things that a developer can do to get you to go the right direction. And like one of them is you slow down if you're not walking in the direction that you're supposed to be going. Like these games often want to encourage exploration where it's like, hey, go find all the nooks and crannies because like maybe there's a little secret hiding behind this boulder. But they de-incentivize you. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going to use it from doing that by making you like move at a crawl versus if you're following the path, you run really fast. And I know that's going to change when you start hitting open world stuff, but for stuff like this where they're really trying to guide you along in a certain direction, just that little, okay, I'm not supposed to be going this way because my character just moves slower is so much better than putting up a wall or even making it so like I can't walk all the way over to say that tree over there by making it inaccessible. It's like I would just go really slow. I think it's better.
Seen those near the village, and they're not nice. What do you think?
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that. Let's finish high. You're done.
I can definitely hear some of the clipping static
You think?
If
in
this is
combat.
how it's going to be, there doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
I think it's like a compression from basically the computer trying to like there's a lot happening on screen in those moments and trying to send all of that via Wi-Fi, not particularly spectacular. Open up the menu, use your charges.
Let's finish. See ya. You're done. Oh well, that's that.
The one thing I don't like about the active combat system is when you have multiple creatures on screen at once, it's really hard to know you know, if you're gonna get something like there's the whole blocking countering system in this game. One thing I'm not entirely excited about, never been my strong suit unless it's a really forgiving hitbox window to do your counters. Like the whole Dark Souls parry vibe, not the thing I'm the best at.
Just you watch. Let's finish this. good.
I don't know that I have... Hey, look at that. Send my camera way out, see what that looks like. Prioritize 4K, prioritize high frame rate. We'll go with performance. See if that helps with reducing some of the other shenanigans. And let's turn the master volume down. We'll turn that off. Bring the song volume, the SFX, music back, and we'll turn up the volume just a tad. And see what that all... I think that'll work. I hope that works. Oh yeah, I've got, must finish the, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's save. Press R3 to lock on.
Whoa! Brace yourself. No, you don't.
See ya. Bye.
It's definitely performing a lot better now that it's in performance mode. Like, I can see how the visuals cut back some, but it doesn't feel like it's nearly as scratchy and snappy.
Well done.
Right?
Thank you.
I still think if I'm going to play this, I'm gonna need a capture card. Nah, it's still hurting though.
See ya.
Let's finish. Bye.
We still have a long way to go.
Shall we pick up the pace?
Not unless we absolutely have to.
Need to move my
Our guide
screen.
might not be so lucky next time.
Maybe.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
No, you're quite all right.
Cool. See you at the reactor.
No. Okie dokie, we already read through that. Maybe we go... Let's see here. Camera. You could probably scoot it down. Right, yeah. And yes, we're gonna make you a little smaller so we can fit maybe in here. We'll see what this looks like. Nope, that's gonna be right in the way. I guess we'll hop them over to the other side and do them kind of right here, because the I need my party's health bar and stuff visible. Or maybe I could do, let's try open up NVIDIA and change our camera to be background removal. So that does that. And then I can put my camera, I can put you guys in front of, oops. And then you guys should run right in front of me like that. Spectacular. And then we'll move. I have to do it like in so many different things. Oops, that's not what I do. Maybe I'll put this down here. I don't really like it. I guess I'll keep it off to the side for now. I don't think I like it with, like, I want the center to be more or less unobstructed. And then I'll move, nope. Fix you. Oh, doing it again. Camera. I'll move myself over here. Yeah, I use NVIDIA Broadcaster, which I think should show up if I pull it up. Yeah. So this is the program, NVIDIA Broadcast. It takes my camera input, which is obnoxious because this is one of the things that I was trying to fight back against. That's why I bought this in the first place. This is a 4K Camlink capture card that I wanted to use to input my camera into this. The problem is the camera turns off every 30 minutes running through this, but it'll run in 4K because it's a 4K camera. But with this camera turned on through the computer, it uses the webcam utility, which reduces it down to 1080 at 30 frames, and you can't change it. You can't upscale it. You can't use 4K at all. And if you want to, you have to pay Canon like $5 a month to subscribe. It's like the worst thing. I hate it. It's gross. It's disgusting. I'm so upset. But I bought this camera for my woodworking stuff, which means I wasn't planning on using it as like a streaming based thing. But it's gross that they do that. Like, I can't stand it. Because the camera records at 40K, 60 frames a second. But in order to get that display, I have to use this, but it shuts off every 30 minutes. I don't have a way to like manually override that because it's like, it's this heat thing. But with the webcam utility, it runs just fine. But this, anyways, NVIDIA Broadcast uses my graphics card to do certain things. I can add different types of effects. I can do a background blur instead. You just turn it on and off, and it runs. And then in OBS, over on my other screen where it's running, all I have to do is just select the NVIDIA Broadcast camera, and anything that's happening here shows up as my camera on screen. They have the eye contact one, which is like kind of weird. I don't know if it's gonna. So like, it wants to maintain eye contact with the camera. Even when I look around, it doesn't always catch it. But I think that one's just strange. Yeah, but we'll go back to background removal. And we'll go to performance as well. We'll shut that down. We'll hop back in here. Throw our mouse off screen. I think everything is good and on screen and visible and running. Oh, one last thing. I gotta pull my Twitch page back in front so I can see. Okay. Set materia. Oh, I guess we'll just run it like that. I don't remember. Did it say I had to do the entire chapter? Finish the flashback. Okay, before I can claim my other goodies. Woof. That was rough. I can hear it for sure.
You're done.
I'm definitely like, reveal strengths and weaknesses. You know what? Why not? Large insects. At first blush, they appear to be disturbing amalgamation of other arthropods, but their centipede tails ensure they have no blind spots. Launching them up into the air or exploiting their elemental weakness with magic attacks will pressure them. Yeah, running this thing via remote play is not really ideal for a streaming setup.
Let's finish this. Alright. Well, that's that.
It'll only be this stream, maybe the next at most. I will likely have my capture card here installed and ready to go by then. One of the things I'm not excited about, so my computer's new, relatively new. Bought it back in October. Paid like $3,500 for it. I've had 2 fans fail, which, you know, have been quickly replaced. But not my graphics card, my hard drive is... So like 2 weeks ago, my computer spazzed out, locked up, sent me into the MSI screen. I had to power it off, unplug it, reset the RAM, mess with some of the settings, and I got the computer to come back. But I had all of these things that were like, your hard drive's failing. That's kind of what it was telling me. And I recently got a notification that like degradation, risk of failure. So I now have to, they're sending me a new hard drive, but I have to take it out of my motherboard. I have to take everything that's on my current computer, which is nearly 2 terabytes, get it onto an external, and then rebuild Windows and all the shit I've downloaded with a new hard drive. And I'm not entirely thrilled about the prospect of doing that.
Let's finish this. I gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
I hate technology. That's really how I feel about all of it. Technology and numbers are the bane of my existence. And that's partially what has made getting started as a streamer so frustrating, because I started after I got my computer. So I think my first stream was maybe end of September, beginning of October. And trying to figure out programs and computers and how everything works and like getting it to do what I want and the program just like shoot me. I couldn't stand it.
Hey, not that way.
You gonna let me run all the way up here before telling me that?
It's a dead end. Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
Like I used to be really tech savvy. I used to be really good with numbers. Like I excelled in math and I was generally very smart, and I am still fairly smart, but my injuries have made it so that like I just don't vibe at the same rate anymore with technology and numbers, and so now it becomes rage-inducing very quickly. We're just gonna scooch on through. Just a little scooch. Which is why I'm looking forward to finding a level of success where I can just throw money at other people to solve these problems for me.
Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guide. Good thing I reconsidered. Otherwise, you'd have led us straight off a cliff.
Oh, I'm absolutely leagues ahead into my boomer stage of, oh, back in my day and, oh, this damn technology. Looking at my phone like, how do I get it to do all the things? It's so wild on a regular basis about thinking, you know, I got 4 kids. Video editing. Don't even get me started on that one. We'll get to that. I've got plenty to complain about. Yes, 37, which funnily, entertainingly enough, I had to use Google to calculate my age because I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, yeah, 36. And I said that a few times, and I was like, am I? And so I had to Google my date of birth to be like, oh, I'm actually 37. Who knew? But where I was getting is, like, I've got several kids. I'm approaching 40. Still got a couple years. But it's where I'm at that age where I have these realizations on a regular basis that I'm an adult. And it doesn't feel adult-like. I saw this TikTok where this guy was talking about it, where it's like, millennials are the one group that grow up but don't grow up, where they don't feel like adults, in part because we have all these moments where, like, I look back at my life as a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old, knowing that my parents were my age, and it's like, Jesus. I still see them as adults at that time. I see them as adultier than I am in my me in my moment. But they were just doing the same shit, you know, making it day by day and figuring it out. And it's wild to have that kind of aha moment of like, I am my parents' age when I was a kid, and this was what adulting is. Does that show up on screen? I'm still covering it, so let me move you up to there. So stuff like that really just mind fucks me. Level boost. What do we want to level boost? Our fire or our ice? Oh. So I have a woodworking channel on YouTube called The Wood Veteran. I've got, I think, 50 to 80 videos on there. I started out on YouTube before moving into TikTok. And so I spent a lot of time editing content. And what grew incredibly frustrating was to spend a month on a project in the shop, record hours and hours, and have hundreds of gigabytes of footage, and compress all this stuff down into this chunky 30-minute, what I thought was at least well enough made. Oh, wait a minute. Are you guys still present, or you just get, like, bombarded with an ad? I know my subscribed folk are still present. I'll wait a moment. There was an ad. Is it over? Did you defend yourself from McDonald's? I don't know how to be fair, I don't know how ads work. Like, does it pop up on screen and then like cancel the audio? Because I actually don't know what Twitch ads look like. I assumed it was like YouTube ads where it basically just cut off everything and poof, you're watching something. This is instead like a partial cover-up. So anyways, like I said, Mystique, what's good? It was frustrating to spend all that time, a month on a project, and get hundreds of gigabytes of footage, and to edit it into this like very concise 30-minute video, and it get like 10 views. And then after several months, it only has 50 views, and after a year or two, it's only sitting at 100 or 2. And most of my videos that have some pretty extensive work put into them, and I understand that like editing is a spectrum, and like your new stuff is terrible, and your later stuff is hopefully better, that you improve, you learn along the way. And for the most part, I think a lot of my editing video projects have gotten better, but my channel just wasn't catching the type of momentum I wanted after a year and a half. And it was just so much additional work on top of all of the woodworking stuff, plus all of the other places. And the other thing is like the YouTube versus everything else spectrum is you can't be necessarily yourself. Like I have my personality in my videos on YouTube, but it's not like the kind of short form, just bullshit, swearing, complaining, piss whining about stuff on TikTok that I can get away with, because I can like put out real short form content. Stuff like that doesn't go well on YouTube. It's all sorts of bullshit. I just turned it on because it like, I know that's part of this process. And now I gotta... This is not... I don't like this part.
Come on. Whoa.
The timing on this feels just terrible. Like, getting this to block is just so bad. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Piece of cake.
I actually wanted to cure myself. I think the combat so far is okay, but the whole trying to block those and time that block to stagger feels really gross. I don't like it at all. But the active combat system feels the same as the last one.
The reactor may have been around for a while, but there are still pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get Mako poisoning.
Let's go suck up some gas.
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
Yes.
Mako gas levels reduced by 70%. No Mako gas.
Like, I don't even know. I mean, when you're talking about playing it on PC, are you playing it with like a mouse and keyboard? Or a controller on the PC? Yeah, I can't really comprehend what combat would be like in that regard. And it can be wildly different. I'm a Diablo, well, I would say I'm a Diablo 4 fan. I'm a Diablo fan. Diablo 4 was kind of a letdown. However, you know, when the game came out, I put a couple hundred hours into it, getting my fill, hoping it would pan out, and it didn't. But I played entirely on PlayStation and with a controller. And when I started streaming, I was like, well, you know, I kind of want to stream some Diablo stuff because I like the game and I want to play it. Or I'm hoping I can continue liking the game once they start patching it and making it better, but they still haven't done anything good with it. And I tried moving to a mouse and keyboard, and I was like, nope, this isn't happening. No, I can't do this. I've got everything in my head for this game on a controller. I do not comprehend how people play it on a PC. But when you start on a PC, it's different. Like, I can get that. But I was so used to playing that game via controller that it was just too weird trying to make the shift. I think this would be one of those games that would be similar, whereas like I don't quite understand how to do it any other way. But maybe it is good, I don't know.
Come on.
Just thinking about crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here.
Well, it seems like a real shame to lose the entire game because of that. Because if it follows the same timeline as the last time, it'll take, you know, 20 months to port to PC. Yeah.
What are you?
So what are you playing now? Now, is that the MMO? I think the last MMO I played was WoW. Way back in the day. And I haven't played it in 8, 9 years. I just can't keep up with MMOs. They require too much time. Have a good one, V. Appreciate you stopping by.
He's in Fate's hands now. Do you know the way?
Yeah. Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see. Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
Okay.
I'll be joining you up front this time. What? For your performance review.
You kidding me?
Good luck.
I've also wanted to recreate Sephiroth's sword. Because it's just so iconic. Is there a, doesn't look like there's anything to grab there. Sitting at a bench will rest you. Let's see here. There's a way. Combat settings. But in all honesty, I don't know. Both of them would be cool. Both would be both would be kind of boring.
Off you go.
All right, let's put this up over the map. I don't know. Maybe like right in here. Switch characters. All right.
It's all you.
You're in good hands. So long. Come now. Farewell. So
Sephiroth's current party leader, meaning you will control him at the start of combat. To change party leader, go to the combat settings and then select character, press triangle. Okay, well, I want to continue using him because he's cool. I'm not going to get a lot of opportunities to do so.
More Mako gas ahead.
there's no way around it either. Just have to go through. Let's not waste any time. Mako, this pit is dangerous.
Well, that's that.
The transition between characters is so smooth. Empowerment materia. Physical and magic strengthening spells. I was so disappointed that you didn't get to play with Red the first time around with the first remake.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear, right?
What are you talking about?
Or at
Who
least-
told you that?
I don't remember if it was not at all or
I'm
just
the
not a
mayor,
lot.
if you must know.
Except the planet's huge. Mako will never run out, right?
Naturally formed materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding. For the Mako energy to condense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier?
Huh.
To put it simply, the knowledge of the ancients is sealed within each orb. That knowledge not only connects us to the planet, it allows us to tap into her power. That's how we can use magic. Or so they say.
Really?
What'd you get?
Magic sure is weird.
I know someone who'd be livid to hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Hojo, from Research and Development. His predecessor was a great man, but him... he is anything but. We should press on.
The other thing I like about these characters is their outfits are fairly, well, Cloud's is a little on the really fairly simple side. Like if anyone was interested in cosplaying, it's not incredibly difficult. His is also not terrible. There's some extra buckle work taking place, but they're not like overly elaborate in their design.
Come on.
Come on.
I got your back. All right.
I kept trying to deflect. And that's not what you do here.
Gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
Not with those guys. So it does do something. figured they would. Enemy is about to use an attack that cannot be guarded against the little exclamation point will deploy.
This way.
And then it was like, you know, watching the trailer for this game, knowing how many iconic moments are coming up is really exciting. To go back and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this scene, or I remember this part.
Heads up.
Bring it on.
Watch that, bro.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. I do feel like it's easy to get menu locked in combat. I think part of that is the lack of my button mashing, pretty much. Like, I don't have my controller quite down pat to get awareness of when I should be smooshing certain buttons. I'm a little smoosh heavy right now. Got some new stuffs. What did I get? Let's dump. There's so much happening. Magnify with fire. Then we can take out. Maybe we switch you with the heal. We can use Cura. There's no tactical button pushing over here.
Not again.
While guarding with R1, you can team up with allies to perform words, a variety of synergy skills. Inflicting enough damage or exploiting an elemental weakness will place an enemy in a pressured state, making it easier to fill the bar. We can use the stagger. Let's, you don't have any spells? I guess not. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Stand back.
Why does it say I don't have really? Spells require that kind of work too? That feels silly.
Get him.
Stand back.
Are you?
Gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
One of the things I really liked playing about the first game was playing with a guide. I 100% had the book. Would read through it, know what was coming up, all the little nooks and crannies to go into. Like, it didn't take anything away from the game. In fact, I think it added to it. Gaming ain't like that anymore. Orb of Autocast. I don't know that I made it this far. This might be as far as I've gone. Extend input timing for precise defense. Improve the functionality of blocking. Seems useful. So we can auto-cast fire. I wonder if he'll auto-cast... how auto-casting heal will work. I don't think I can mess with his materia. That's what I thought. Boxes. Let me destroy boxes. Give me all the goodies. Normal.
Elevator access restricted due to Mako gas concentrations. Air purification unit must be employed to clear excess Mako gas.
I'm over here hitting the right trigger. Like, why isn't it working? And it's like, oh, left trigger. Yeah, I don't have a lot of desire to punish myself like that.
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
Is it gonna make me like push this thing all the way back and open this door? That's one thing that they haven't stepped away from any, is things that require tedious amounts of work. That's the game essence all day. Oh, let's find a menial task for you to do. Chew up a bunch of time.
Mako gas levels reduced by 70%.
I haven't played Elden Ring. I know it's good. I know it would be good. I've played a handful of the Dark Souls. I don't ever make it all that far into the game. You know, 10, 20, maybe 30 hours tops before I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. And especially with a game like Elden Ring, it feels too open for my liking. As in, there's just going in and playing it without a strategy, without a plan, without any idea, doesn't seem like it will work as well versus needing to know more about the game, the mechanics, the meta, the directions that you should go, the things that you should collect initially to get started so that your playthrough is easier. Like, when a game is set up that way, it doesn't feel as fun. And I know the game can be played without doing that, but on a game that has a brutal aspect to it,
Up ahead. Looks like a way out.
you kind of have to.
Wait.
Huh?
What?
Well, that's not good.
Get back.
Hmm.
You said you wanted to be a hero.
Wish I hadn't.
It thinks we're after materia.
Someone should tell it we're not.
Be my guest.
Gotta keep your guard up.
I want to switch characters so that I can.
Maybe try mixing it up more?
Try to mix it up a little.
Certain enemies may have an individual body parts that you can target and attack. Destroying these discrete parts can pressure your foe or prevent it from using powerful abilities.
Not doing so great.
Rookies.
Damn it.
You're in good hands.
Damn it. I owe you one.
I don't have it equipped. I don't think I can... Nope. Shit.
Sephiroth, take the lead.
Try to keep your guard up.
Damn it! Not again!
Get it together. On me. Done.
Sephiroth! Pretty mobile.
Till we knock it down.
Good thing I don't just fight with a sword.
Quickly. Defense foul.
Yeah, when you overcome like a major boss event, it's always just so relieving.
You're practically panting.
I'm excited.
Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you having here. Hope you have a good rest of your day and enjoy your food. Turn the tables on the beast of the mountain with a coordinated attack from Cloud and Sephiroth. Use their double helix energy from the command menu to bring the materia garden crashing down to the cave floor.
I like the looks of this.
Stay alert.
Follow my lead. Whoa, that was insane.
Aren't we looking just so cool? Taking damage and staggering enemies fills your gauge limit. Oh, we hit our limit break.
Near the Mako. Behold. Hold still.
All right. Got ya.
Take it from here.
Nice.
Nice work.
Nice.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm missing something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Well, he was.
And now he's pure evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will.
You wait out here, Tifa.
No way! I want to go too. please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on!
Keep the young lady safe.
Carry on.
Ugh! You better keep me safe.
Still some plot holes to figure out later on about how the memories transferred and... Was the door open? Nope. Been a hot minute since I've played the original. So all the details can be a little fuzzy.
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd be running at reduced output, like most last-gen models.
And let me guess, villagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra? Of course not.
The company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is overseen by R&D.
Huh. Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, you are not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
I wonder why it didn't open the first time. Maybe I just didn't get close enough. It's insane how much detail goes into everything. Like, just thinking about how everything here has to be created. It's just a lot.
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first? Hojo, you are really something.
What are those things?
This is where it all takes a turn.
Genova? Wasn't that...
The malfunction must be forcing the pods to depressurize. Cloud, go out and shut off the valve.
Copy.
Took a moment to realize what I was supposed to be doing. Like, oh, you have to grab hold and then let go for it to do the thing you want it to.
What are you doing?
These pods were built for the production of artificial materia. But Hojo repurposed them as incubators, cages for animals, infused with Mako, all to birth a new breed of monster. But he didn't stop at animals. Oh no. There were other subjects. Look.
The moment
was created the same way. Am I the same as these monsters?
Sephiroth.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I was different. That I was special. But not like this. Not like this. Even human?
Eventually, we went back to the inn. But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Huh?
Must have sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
I have all these individual scenes in my head. And I know what happens through so much of this, but the
I met
order of it.
Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose.
Looking for Sephiroth? He just left, I'm afraid. Maybe he needed some fresh air?
Sephiroth? I did see him leave a little while ago.
Haven't heard anything about the reactor either. What happened up there anyway?
He's holed up inside the mansion.
Something's been off ever since he came back from the reactor. Too much exposure to Mako? Then we ought to bring him some medicine. If you're looking for Sephiroth, I saw him headed toward the mansion.
What are you doing?
Sephiroth wasn't looking so hot when he passed by. Hope everything's okay.
Shinra Manor was the biggest building in town, and older than the reactor. The company used to conduct research there, back when they were still a small manufacturer. Even so,
right.
the rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
Well, here we are. What now?
I mean, the whole place is pitch black. You think he's sleeping or something?
What if he's sick and needs our help?
Him? A little Mako poisoning isn't gonna hurt a living
Still have to go peeking around into all the corners, looking for those goodies. I think I want to put the assess on. Oh, I do have it on. Wonder why I couldn't use it last time. Man, it is wild trying to see this place as it is now versus what I remember of the pixelated version in my head. Just rather night and day.
Took a look around the place, but Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
Also get to find all the other characters coming up, which is exciting.
Never knew it had a basement.
Was news to me too. Doubt anyone in the village had a clue.
So many characters. Vincent, Red, Yuffie, Yuffie, however you feel like saying it. Oh, it's locked. Kate Sith. The entire gambling establishment should be an entertaining adventure.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer, a life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form Jenova. MEGL 77-1977. Jenova. Verified as an ancient. MEGL 9/13/1977. Jenova project approved. So, they named the life form Jenova. And once they understood what she was, they grew ambitious.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
Leave me be.
And that was it. He stayed holed up in the basement. Reading, like a man possessed.
It's very strange to be starting a brand new game and be in the middle of a story.
We got Jenova. A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother. And ancients. Screw it. Racking my brain's not gonna get me anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
Ah, Cloud. I've come across the most fascinating passage. The specimen found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled with what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient, or a steward of the planet, as they are referred to in legend. She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Jenova. The Jenova Project was approved soon after. A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception. Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gas' wondrous experiment.
He created you?
I should go. Mother is waiting.
Hey! Hey, hold on! I keep asking myself, why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village. Or tried, at least. What?
Hey, you! Get in there! The villagers need your help!
Watch out! Please.
Let me through! My son's still in there!
I'm sorry! He's gone!
Wild.
Mom.
Is it true? Sephiroth did this? Oh, it was him, all right. And he's still here. So keep your eyes peeled. God. Get your head straight. I need you to secure the way out. Now!
Yes, sir.
Sephiroth? But he... Why would he...
I don't, however, miss these, you have to go slow little cutscene type things.
Almost there.
It's so wild hearing like all the cries in the background versus it just being text on screen.
Please be okay. Sephiroth. Mom.
Interesting that it labels me as security officer. I was just thinking that's exactly what's going to happen. You open the door, you get that gust.
Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
Now look, the equipment changed. Because his memory's different.
Hey! Hey! Hang in there! You're gonna be okay! Don't worry. I got you. Come on, let's get you up. There he is! Sephiroth! Stop! You sick son of a bitch! That's far enough! Drop the sword!
Damn, that was cold.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Sephiroth!
I followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and I had gone there to hide. When Sephiroth showed up, Dad decided that he was going to confront him. Dad! It was Sephiroth, wasn't it? He did this, didn't he? Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this!
Mother, I have come for you. Now, open the way for me.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village! Promised you'd save me if I was ever trapped or in trouble.
Here I am, your son. Mother, together we will reclaim our world. And I know exactly how we can do that. The Promised Land.
Sephiroth!
Mother, they have come again. The ones who robbed you of the planet. Your planet. But there's no need to be sad, Mother. Because I'm here for you. Now and forever.
You killed my mom. You killed Tifa. My village. My home.
They were mine by right. This planet too, for I have been chosen.
I believed in you. No. Not you! Who
Whoever the hell you are!
Good.
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Don't know about alive so much as around?
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Because he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Jenova stuff.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board.
Let me take a look. Wow. You weren't kidding, were you? Let's get you back to the room.
Yeah, let's just call it a night. No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth, so how about we give our heads a rest? Oh, no, you don't. That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams.
See you tomorrow. Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely. Why?
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
Probably did at one point. All that stuff was taken from me, though. Or maybe erased?
By whispers?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
It would be absolutely wild if they made a live action of this movie.
Cloud, you up? Sorry, did I wake you?
Nope. What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing, really. There's just something I need to ask you. So, can we talk?
Sure.
Great, but not here.
I feel like there's room for this to be a really good live action, but they would absolutely have to break it into several parts.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she? Or rather, what is she?
What's your deal? Why they gotta show me you?
Pardon me, sir, but you don't look very well. An old war wound acting up, perhaps? If so, I can certainly empathize. I myself fought for the company once upon a time, and my body's never let me forget it.
It's an interesting little side thing that they emphasize just by showing me the character down there.
Do you think Midgar's over there? Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Shoot.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there. Saw your wound and all the blood. I figured it was too late.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? Can't believe I'm having this conversation with you, but here we are. Here, look. My scar. That proof enough? After you left, Zangan found me. He's the one who brought me to the clinic. He risked his life carrying me out of the reactor and down the river. Wasn't just him, though. There's the doctor who operated on me all night, and the nurses who looked after me for days on end. I'm here now because they were there for me then. And where were you again? In fact, where have you been this whole time? For 5 years.
You know I can't tell you that.
Of course you can't.
Dialogue is so different when you can hear it.
Sorry, I just need some space.
Like you play through the game and all you can do is hear it in your head. Imagine the emotions and intensity of a moment.
I thought we could just pick up where we left off, like nothing had changed. But I guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
I was so happy to see you again, but maybe I shouldn't have been.
Damn.
You two fight?
No.
Yeah, right.
We have enough problems as it is. Copy?
Night. Tomorrow is another day.
Excuse me. I will say this, though. If they go ahead and cast this movie and fuck it up like they have with Borderlands, I would be very upset. All right, new chapter. That means we can claim all our goodies. Kupo! Collection of items featuring potions, bottles of ether, and other consumables that will surely prove useful for those looking to travel. Potions, mist, 5 cushions. All right, let's go see what the charm is, the Kupo charm. Oh, look, I got a whole party. Looks like I can't change anyone's stuff. Guess now's not the time.
What's this?
A gift from our humble establishment. Though it may not look like much, it should help you to break the ice with those you meet.
Queen's blood?
Oh, wait a minute. Let's go through the tutorial. I don't remember. Although this looks like new altogether. Was there a card game in the original? I remember the card game from 8. Each player takes a turn placing a card on the board in one of the 3 lanes that span from left to right. Once a card is placed, its power is added to your lane total. New positions will also be added to the board, which are tiles with emerald pawns upon which you can place cards. The yellow number in the top right corner of a card is its power, while the positions a card will add to the board is indicated by the yellow squares at the bottom. Okay? Next, place a card so that one of its yellow tiles overlap with one of your existing positions. Okay, so it wants me to play this one. I guess it wants me to put it there. When one of your card's positions tiles overlaps with a position you control, the position rises in rank. As there are 2 pawns on that tile now. That position rank is now 2. Okay, so I get it. So we have this card here, which does the X. And so that one's covered. And then we have this card, which does this little loopy thing. So this became 2 ranks. Cards can only be placed on positions equal to or higher than their rank, which is denoted by the number of pawns in the top left corner. So now we have a 2-pawn card. Try placing it on our 2-pawn spot. When one of your cards' positions overlaps with one of your opponents, you claim that position as yours. Note, however, that claiming a position will not raise its rank. You can keep track of who is winning a lane by looking at the point totals on each side of the board. The numbers on the left represent your power, while the ones on the right represent your opponents. You may notice that some card tiles have red borders. These are tiles that are affected by a card's ability. Place cards effectively to make the most of their abilities and amass even more power in lanes than your opponent. In the event you cannot place a card, you can pass with a triangle. When both players pass consecutively, the game will end. So right now I'm winning this one because I have 5. This is a tie and this is a 0. So I don't have any 2 spawns. So I could place you here. And level up those. Let's put you here. So we got to level up on that one. Raise the power of allied cards on affected tiles by 2 while this card is in play. Raise the affected by 1. Once the game is over, each player's score is tabulated. Only the player with a higher power in the lane has their power added to their score. In other words, no matter how high your power in your lane may be, if it's less than your opponent's in the same lane, it will not be counted. So I think I lose. Yep. We can skip the tutorial. Well, let's play one more time. I don't know if you can win this or not, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. Can't play that one. Hey, we won. Move my mouse off screen. Ah, so there's someone downstairs to play.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7...
I need to keep this place looking spick and span. Don't want to let Broden down.
Good morning, sir. I must apologize for not introducing myself to you earlier. I'm Broden, the owner of this inn. Your companions have all stepped out. Oh, but Barrett left a message he wanted me to pass along to you. You missed roll call, soldier boy. Don't waste it, though. Get your equipment checked ASAP. Sound advice?
Adjust your party's gear by accessing the menu.
Perhaps a trip to the arms dealer is in order?
Good idea.
By the way, Cloud, do you have any folios on you?
Yeah.
In that case, you might also want to pay a visit to Magnata Books. They have stores all over, but the first official one was built here in Calm. And their resident scholars are remarkably talented. If you want to unlock the true potential of your folios, you should go see them. The first customization is always free.
Folios. I don't even remember what that is.
Finally. Rough day yesterday, huh? You've been waiting for me?
I've been waiting for a chance to thank you properly. Without your help, I'd still be in Hojo's clutches, trapped in that lab.
Was nothing.
Even so, I owe you a debt. Until it's paid, I'm going to accompany you.
Yeah. One of my favorites right here, Red 13.
Oh, if you're getting your equipment checked, have them check mine while you're at it.
Sure thing.
Maybe it's just because he's just the goodest boy.
The Rook's got a backbone.
All right. Let's see. I want to know what the stats are. Power wrist guards. Increase strength by 5%. Occasionally increases the amount of materials collected. Increase max HP. I'll give it to you. Poison, precision defense. Good to know. All right. Now, got a game over there. Armed and dangerous.
Morning.
Morning.
Everyone's kind of off doing their own thing.
I noticed.
Say, this tank remind you of anything?
Looks kind of like the water tower in Nibelheim.
Right? Weird to think how much it meant to me back then, when I was still there.
Oh, really?
This Mako tank allows us to live in comfort with every modern convenience.
Aha! Finally decided to get up?
Yeah. So what you been doing?
Why, waiting for you, of course.
You have?
Got business with the bookstore? If so, I won't keep you. But if you're free afterwards, wanna climb the clock tower together?
Sure. Let's.
For real? Awesome! Since it was my idea, I'll go get the tickets. I'll meet you in front of the tower, okay?
Cactuar King's completely sold out?
Hey there! Welcome to Magnata Books. Oh, I take it this is your first visit to one of our stores.
Sure is.
Well, customization can seem tricky to the uninitiated. It takes time and experience to get it right. But I think you'll pick it up quick enough. Let's give it a try.
Spend skill points to augment your party's folios, thus unlocking powers latent in your allies. Unlocking skill cores in a character's folio increases their stats or teaches them new abilities by including synergy abilities. So let's do the tutorial. I got 5 for each of my characters. A skill tree. Oh, goodness. Orange skill cores can be unlocked by spending skill points. Move the cursor over to a skill core to see what it does. For now, move to the upper left. This displays the ability granted and SP cost. So 5 SP, uses magic to unleash a ranged attack. Now unlock the skill core. You have mastered a new synergy. As you unlock skill cores, adjacent ones become available. Play as you go. Increasing the party level creates more skill cores. The character will earn SP when they level up or when they acquire the manuscripts. Unlocked skill cores can be reset at any time, and the SP spent will be returned, so feel free to experiment. Awesome.
And that's about all we can do for now. But we haven't even skimmed the surface, believe you me. There's much more to this than meets the eye. It may not seem like it yet, but you'll see.
I'm sure I will.
Hey there.
So, we have so many options. Barret in red. Strong defensive stance. Effect temporary 3, charge ATP gauge. Unleash a lightning attack without expending MP, guaranteed hit. Cloud and Tifa leap in the air, deliver a spinning attack. Team up with a partner to perform a jumping attack. I wonder how significant... I mean, this tree seems... I don't want to say wild, but like... temporary unlimited MP? Like, is there like a rhyme or reason to it? It's kind of hard to, I guess, understand a direction to go with it. Barret sends Red flying. Team up with your partner, charge forward while guarding against incoming damage. What did that just say? Increases max HP? I wonder how large my party's going to be. Is it going to be just 3 man again? 3 members? I think that's everyone. Yep.
Thanks for stopping by.
This is where it all began. The first Magnata book.
All right. We've had a solid run. We've gotten some good progress. Got 3 hours in. I'm gonna call my stream here for now. Try to do some other work. Appreciate y'all being here. Oh. Gotta work on grabbing a thing for the thing that makes the picture work better. Game card stream thing. Fuck words. But y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good day. Maybe I'll see you later. We'll see. Ciao.